So yeah, as I was saying, the system of passwords and stuff like that obviously doesn't really exist very much anymore, unless it's intentional. But essentially it's simply just hard drive saving and stuff like that, which is much easier compared to these earlier games, which were very difficult to beat. But for those of you that know Castlevania, the game as well, I'm going to continue my trilogy sort of thing and beyond with Castlevania once I get my PVR. But the original Castlevania game and the sequel and the third game came out for the Nintendo Entertainment System a long time ago, and I'm going to be playing through those ones as well. But as you can see, there's an enemy there that looks like he's an undead, and there are also things hanging in midair, like candles and stuff like that you cut down with your sword. And Castlevania was a side-scroller as well. And here we go to a boss. This guy was really difficult to beat because essentially, you know, you can climb the walls, but you can't climb straight up, so you'd have to jump up and climb higher that way, sort of jumping to the side and then up. But this one was not that difficult, but I mean, every time you get close to you against the wall, you'd get hit like that. And so essentially, there you go, so I've beaten him. As you see, there was a hiccup in the video there, and that's because I paused it and unpaused it when it was time to continue the video. Ninja Gaiden Act 3. Here comes a story about the demon statue. But I'll continue my tale about Castlevania in a second there. Shinobi was actually another video game as well that came out not too long before Ninja Gaiden. And apparently Shinobi is actually a real, sort of tied into a real myth, a legend, but I'm not exactly sure of the specifics. Ooh, somebody swiped it. What the fuck? Alright, it's your job to go after him. And I guess Walter Smith was at a cottage of sorts in the backwater area of Canada, probably on the edge of the Appalachians. And so yeah, as you can see, those flying things there that are in the air that are stuck there that you cut down, they're reminiscent of Castlevania and the candles that are usually there for you to hit with your whip. And of course that enemy that I was talking about, the undead, quite reminiscent of Castlevania. So it's funny, I believe Castlevania came out before Ninja Gaiden, and I guess Tecmo borrowed the idea of you know, things that are supposed to be hidden within the level, not necessarily apparent, but there they are, and there I go. I just died, and I continue, and as you can see, the way the clips go, I've tried to continue exactly where I've died, so there's no loss of time of you as my viewer watching the video game, which I think I did a pretty good job. Here we are going from the back area, the back forests of Canada to Alaska, apparently, or to change the season right away. But the one cool thing that I remember about Ninja Gaiden was the level design was quite good. I had to say to myself, I'm like, yeah, you know, these levels are quite well defined. And the things, as you could tell, they're not just candles, they're birds, you know, that are just flying stationary like hummingbirds. But they've essentially just included those to be different on every level, so that you don't know exactly which ones to hit until you see them on the levels. But they did a really good job. The animation, sometimes it would slow down if you had too many things on the screen at the same time, which is common for all the games that were out at that time. Again, the video game companies were trying to push the envelope of, you know, what they can put into an existing system, which is, you know, a side-scrolling system. But sometimes they overwhelm themselves. I do believe this, yes, this is going to come to a close now after this boss battle. This guy is the one that stole the statue, so let's kill this guy first, and then we'll continue in Ninja Gaiden Part 3 for the quest to understand a little bit more of Ryu's first adventure. Again, I'm Soul Tracker. If you want to comment on any of these things, if you want to find out a little bit more information about Ninja Gaiden or anything else like that during the games, just let me know ahead of time.